There's really, really, really not much to say here. Other than the fact that it's all going wrong, we're starting to feel a bit of the pressure now. And you'll see why. We've changed our shape and system back to a system we've already used this season in a different shape. And we're not doing the two games we said we're going to do. We're doing one of them, but we're not doing the second. Disco Average Gamer, my name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Journeyman. Last time we were here, and hello by the way, we lost 4-3 to Barcelona. We played Manchester United. I had to make a fair few changes. I forgot to rest players from training, so we had too many knackered players to play. We lost 1-0 to Manchester United. We then comfortably beat Leeds 2-0. Not Leeds, sorry, Fulham. We then played relegation favourites, Leeds, who are now 17th as a result of the points they won against us. And it all went to shit. Lasur picked up an injury incredibly early on. Harrison Williams came on. Fair play to Harrison. Arndt scored an own goal because, again, players weren't fit enough. We equalised with Harrison Williams and things started looking up. And then 2 goals just completely ended it, with former striker of ours scoring a 92nd minute goal. We are starting to feel the pressure. Now, I've actually not checked this. My job is still stable, but the press have already released the note saying the time under pressure. Spurs have sacked their manager. Things aren't going well. So we've changed our system back to a gegenpress and we're playing a 4-2-4. Recommended formation. I've just fucking went with it. So in goals will be Norris, a back four of Golasso, Laskowski, Estrada and Van Dessel. Guilherme and Marin will be our defensive mids today, with Vaz and Derry both playing as wingers out wide, with Jones and Rakoba up front. Lesur's still out injured. Gomez is tired. Ian is tired. Malkov's tired. Williams is a bit tired, but again, he's not been playing much, so it's understandable. This is a team that we're going with to take on Juventus. Now, this game really, in the long run, means fuck all. We'll probably still qualify at the next round in the Champions League anyway. We were going to do the Fulham game, but the Derby game has become so much more important. That is the game we're going to do today. Van Langen is also out with a hernia. He'll be back in another kind of 3 weeks. His contract's up at the end of next season. We're going to decide what to do with him. And we've promised Tariq Aina a new deal at the end of the season. Will I remember that? Probably not. So I'll probably sit down with him and negotiate a contract sooner than then, but the promise has been made for the end of the season. We need something to start going well, and I genuinely cannot figure out what is going wrong this season from last season. I don't know what. Because our starting midfielders haven't changed. Our starting defenders haven't changed. Our starting front four haven't changed. In terms of players that are on the bench, Badgie last season was here. Arns was here last season. McClellan was here last season. Gomez was here last season. Aina was here last season. Golasso came in. He's new. Leegi Duke, new. Ernst, new. Van Dessel, Guilherme and Marin, all here last season. Villegas here last season. Sinval, new. Diabate new and Harrison Williams here last season. But you cannot be telling me, I'm sorry, but the players that we lost, yes, we lost Saka, but Saka was not that great for his last season. Williams was outperforming him in terms of rating. Maybe not the goals and assists, but in terms of rating, I could be misremembering, but I always felt that Williams did better for us in those games, but I could be misremembering. But Lasur was by far and away the best right mid. So are we saying that Vaz is maybe a downgrade on Saka on paper? Abso-fucking-lutely. But in terms of overall, I don't think so. He's a different type of player, granted. He's more like Dead, he's a winger, but I've went from being so confident with the squad we'd built, fuck me, man, to looking at it and just wondering where the problems are lying. Defensively, we've got shit out of nowhere. Defence was one of the few positions that we were solid last year. Yes, we had lapses, but the issue then was Pinheiro. And Norris is the better goalkeeper. Is he much better? No. I guess not. But to get better than him, we're talking like 100+ million. But it's all going to shit. It's all going to shit. And I genuinely don't know where the problem's fully lying. We ended last season with gegenpress. We started this season with the gegenpress. The gegenpress stopped working. We went to control possession. Control possession was working until it just didn't. And it's all went shit again. We're now going back to the formation, the style of play, that we ended last season on. But is it formation that is the issue? Okay, let's change up formation. We have a lot of defensive midfielders. Don't really have any centre midfielders. The DMs could push up, but I don't know. Everything's just going Pete fucking Tong. Oh my fuck, man. Oh, Jesus. We have issues in this squad. And I'm genuinely wondering if the biggest issue isn't the squad, but me. That's not fun. I feel like one of the biggest issues we've got is the left wing. Genuinely do. I know Derry in the last episode was in a bit of a goal scoring spree, but I remember from last season didn't score much, but he did assist a lot. And I need to look at the stats, and I might just need to do that. Like, just sit, fucking analyse the squad the best we can, and ignore what the coaches are recommending as best system and best formation. Just look at what we have, and just work from that, and go, okay, who's... Because if we're doing that, then probably should be playing with some form of back five and have Van Langen starting every game as well as Laskowski and Estrada. But again, we tried that and they just didn't seem to click as a three, which can happen. That's fine. In fact, it's one of the reasons why we have 5 centre halves was for that reason. We're going to go with a back three. And then I just found a use in having a back 5 centre halves. So yeah, in a complete place of I have no idea what is going wrong or how to fix it. We have gave away a fucking penalty. I feel like the team is just self-destructing constantly. Oh, of course it's fucking Aguirre as well. Hi pal, hi former signing of mine. Not signing of mine, player of mine. Oh. He's missed from fucking there. What chance have I actually got when he's missing from there? We switched back to the control possession to try and become more defensively solid, and it worked a little bit. Now, this is me just thinking on the spot. I generally might just have to sit down and go, do you know what? Let's ignore any issues we've got going forward. What is our defensive issues? Where do we solidify it? How do we stop the goals? Do I generally need to go spend a whole fucking budget on a goalkeeper? Maybe that's it. Do I have centre halves that are just really out of form? And realistically backups that aren't good enough to replace them? Possibly. Especially long term. Somebody's fucked. Derry for... That's meant to be Diabate. You will not play as a winger. You're an inside forward on attack. Rakoba is playing awful. I'm just going to bring on Sinval. We'll change shape to that. Boop. 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 Fucking boop. Fucking boop. And fucking boop. Marin's been awful. Malkov's not fully fit, can come in. Gomez for Golasso. Doesn't really make any fucking difference because he's not the one I seen that was playing bad. Do I genuinely bring on Arts or Badgie? Okay. I have no idea what I've just told Sinval to play as, actually. Oh, Sinval's played in this shape, good. Who's fucked? Guilherme's fucked. That has to be Ernst then. He's just playing too shit. Okay, I'm going to bring on Arntz. That's going to have to be the way it is. This next game, the next league game against whoever the fuck it is, I can't even remember. Was it Fulham? I know it was Fulham the next game in the Cup. Whoever the next league game against, I know it's still a relegation favourite. We need to win it. I cannot lose another 3 points to a relegation candidate. How we're going to do this, I have no idea. No idea. I just don't know how we go from playing so fucking well to unbelievably shit overnight for about 5 games, and then we'll turn it back around again, and then out of the fucking blue, the team crumble again. Oh. I didn't even decide that 4-4 didn't work. Let's be honest, it was a complete abysmal performance again. Do I go back to the style play we've done? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Arteta. It's Derby. Join me in the comments. We're going to take on Derby. Let's see what I do. Because right now, no idea. We're back for this game, and I've decided to go with the formation that had been working until very recently. Why? Well, our first choice back four is fit. Our first choice defensive mids are fit. Our first choice attacking mids are fit. And our first choice striker is fit. Van Langen's still injured. Can't do much else but defence. I generally would like to have dropped Laskowski. If Van Langen was fit, I would have dropped Laskowski. I don't want to play Arntz, who's not been playing particularly well. He's 21. He's okay. He is the 4th best centre back at the club. Whatever. We've offered a contract to Aina. He's been offered star player, £325,000 a week. Whatever. He is the best left back of the club, but that's fine. I was going to play Rakoba out wide, but Lesureur's fit, and actually Vaz hasn't been awful. Sinval is currently ill. He has an illness of some form. He's not in the squad. That's why he's not there. This team, I mean, I can see the problems we're having just by looking at the average ratings. 6.7, 6.72, 6.82, 6.8 for the striker, but 6.6, 7, 7, 6, 8, 6.5 for Diabate, 6.7. Like, every single, like, outside of some players who can absolutely say, you know what, hand on heart, they've done well this season. So, Gomez, Aina, Guilherme, Malkov, Lesueur, Derry. And you know what, he's once to get 6.8 there. 17 goals this season. Jones can say he's done his part. We're struggling everywhere else. Vilgas has 5 goals. I'm pretty sure they're all penalties. He's got, 19 appearances, 5 goals and 2 assists. Out of these 5 goals, 3 of them were penalties. Just not performing. I guess we're playing him at position, but he'll never be a striker for me. Let's look at Vaz. Vaz has only started 5 games, so I'm more willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But overall, he's made 18 appearances, 3 goals and 3 assists. However, looking at his attributes, I'm going to put that down to us not particularly starting him. Generally, I think that's probably the case there. Diabate has only started 6 games. Surprisingly, doing a bit better than Vaz. But I think most people would probably say Vaz has performed better overall. But 20 appearances with only 6 starts. 3 goals, 6 assists. So, he's doing a goal contribution slightly over a goal every 2 games. So, like a goal every 2 point, would it be 1 game or something? You could argue that he's maybe doing his part. Rakoba has made 8 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. He's been injured, to be fair, so I don't want to hold that against him. He has been injured, so we'll not grudge him. Yeah, we have problems. 24 appearances for Jones. He's never been a sub for us. 17 goals and 24 appearances, so we're well over a goal. We're not a goal a game, but we're not a goal every 2. We're in between that. So in 24 appearances, 19 goal contributions, so goals and assists. Warren Jones can hold his head up high. Lesueur must be pretty similar. 21 appearances, 20 goal contributions, almost a goal contribution every game. Derry, 23 appearances, 10 contributions. Weirdly, it's his goals that are actually making him look better, but that's not great. That's not even close. It's a goal contribution, what, 1 every 3 or something? I mean, it's not great. Okay. So that's our attacking problems. The issue is I've not really looked properly to see where the goals we've been losing have came from, or I don't really remember every goal we've lost. Like in my head, there's some that I remember and some I don't. One issue we absolutely have is set pieces, both attacking and defending them. Horrific. I need to change that. I'm going to make a 3rd attempt for the set piece coach I want, because on paper we have the 2nd best set piece coach that is available to us. We don't have the best one because he keeps fucking turning us down. I'll make an attempt for him. The thing is, it's not as if he's at a club that's paying him a shit ton more money. We keep offering him a shit ton more money. It's the club he's at, which is Celtic, by the way. He just keeps on agreeing to stay there. I'm like, I'm offering to like triple that fucking wage. Just come. But no, I must like the shitty Glasgow weather. And I should know. That's my fucking city. Something needs to change, and I don't know what to do. I genuinely do not have a fucking clue what to do. What this should be, which the Leeds game should have been, but it turned out not to be, is an easy one. So this is the perfect game for guys like any of our front 4 or wide fullbacks. That's a stupid thing to say. All your fullbacks start wide, or our fullbacks, whatever. This should be a game to get a couple of numbers up for somebody. Weirdly, the guy who I wanted to drop for the game but felt I couldn't is the best performing player in the park in Laskowski in a 7.2. Maybe me criticise him in training a couple times and stuff that's maybe worked. I don't know. The fullback I want to get rid of because I think he's injury prone is arguably our best performing fullback. He's still not got injury prone down on his like coach report thing. So I'm assuming, and just at this point in time, praying for the best, that he's just been really unlucky with injuries. This is going to be fucking offside because I've celebrated that, isn't it? Because I gave that one solitary fist bump. No, it's a fist bump, fist shake. It's a good goal, and Guilherme does what he can do. Plays a good ball over the top. Derry, first time shot, hits it right off the goalkeeper, but it goes in. His 9th goal of the season puts us in the lead. So I'm going to just assume that Gomez has been incredibly unfucking lucky. Seriously. What is wrong with our back four and the goalkeeper? Oh, Estrada completely... I don't even know who I want to be more annoyed at. Norris just fucking flops and misses the fucking thing, and Estrada just decides to, oh, the keeper's coming. Prick, man. Estrada's in the team purely for his defensive abilities. Although, if I remember correctly, and I'm now going to have to double check that, is Estrada shit at heading? No! Honest to Christ. And I've lost my pen. I need my pen. It writes my notes. You're not my pen. What the fuck is that? So, yeah. We have issues. Do I generally have an issue with goalkeepers? Like, Villegas gets a goal back. Congratulations. Half of your goals are now penalties. Not more than half. Congrats. Congrats, Villegas. I'm gonna slowly start looking for my pen. I would very much like my pen back. It's not my pen, that's a different pen. That's a different pen. Where is my pen? It'll be on the floor. Do I generally just go and break the bank for a goalkeeper? Warren Jones was 18th. Something's offside. Who or what? Is it the pass? Is it the pass before the pass to Jones? Gomez, Guilherme, Malkov. Huh? Sorry, was that not a player that wasn't involved or touched that ball at all that get flagged for offside? So I'm just very confused right now. And Lesueur's tapped it in. He keeps it up. It's near enough a goal contribution in the game, and he's just got another. Honestly, if I knew when we first came in that Lesueur's just amazing position would be right wing, I can't get me score when he plays up front, but I fucking can when he's out wide. 3-1 at half time. I don't really care whatever the assistant just said. One issue we do have coming up, I think I said it in the previous game, is Van Langen's contract's up at the end of next season. I would love to keep him. I think he's going to want to be a first team regular, and he is the third best centre half of the club. If we decide to stay with the two centre backs, I'm not going to promise him something I'm not going to give him. And I don't want to lose him, but it'd be absolutely stupid to lose him on a free. We may have to sell Van Langen in January, or we need to move to a back three. We move to a back three, we lose a player elsewhere in the squad in the start 11. So probably would mean then losing a number 10. We signed a player to specifically play that position, and we paid a lot of money for him. We have Villegas, who's on a high wage. Could they both drop to playing centre mids, and we push our 2 defence mids into centre mid? Maybe. Do we drop one of the defensive mid positions, but then we're playing kind of asymmetrical unless, again, we make them both centre mids? I don't know. I have so many things to figure out long term whilst trying to get this team back to some form of form short term. And do not get me wrong, I am not taking this result, because things can go tits up very quickly, as any sign of meaningful progress. This is a game we absolutely should have won and are winning. That is all. I am just making a couple of substitutions just to give some players a break and who were tired or whatever. We made all 5 subs. So Galasso, Arndt, Van Dessel came on replacing Galasso, Estrada and Aina. We've also brought on Vaz replacing Lesueur, who's on a hat trick. I'm sure he'll love me. And we took off Jones for Rakoba, because as I've said, he's only made like 6 or 8 appearances. Still would have liked to have think he'd have scored more, but he's only started 2 games. He's only come on a sub. I think the last couple of games, like the last 10 minutes, he's not really had a chance, which isn't the greatest thing, to be fair. He did start the last game, but again, that was a fucking we're changing formation for the fucking sake of it type thing, and it didn't work. So, yeah. I cannot believe I'm thinking I'm going to have to change goalkeeper again. That'd be a goalkeeper every season we've fucking been here, including the half season. I think one of the biggest problems I have with Norris is he doesn't come out, and we knew that about him. But the fact he's got a clanger like we've seen for their goal, it just worries the living hell out of me. Do we maybe change how we play depending who we're playing? And I don't mean, we maybe like change individual roles a little bit. I mean, do we games where we are like expected to be dominant like this, we play with a back 4 and we have an extra attacking player, and then in games where we might struggle or harder teams, we switch to a back 5 or back 3 with the wing backs, whatever. I generally don't know, but I feel like if we change to a back 5, am I then taking away what makes Lesueur so lethal and Jones so lethal, or do we help them by doing that? I am probably overthinking something that doesn't need to be thought this hard about. But when it is all going wrong again and again in the one season, it really makes me fucking think. The other thing that is concerning me is how much money I've spent on potential players who are just not cutting it out of the club. And my fucking knack of signing shit strikers who look amazing on paper but just don't perform for me seems to be continuing. The only one I think that we've signed to us, but that's the thing, Leon, we didn't. I had a really good spell at Leon, but Jones has been sensational, I guess. But yeah, I want answers. Why one of my goals was chopped off? I still don't really understand it. Who the fuck is Ryan Marshall? Huh. Decent little prospect. Oh god, a very decent prospect actually. I think I know why I sent you out on loan now. Yeah, his fitness concerns can fucking stay fitness concerns. Oh, you got a goal and 2 assists. That boosts numbers a bit. So I'm just going to hit that and get through that because I forgot. So let's look at our schedule. Honestly, I don't think we need to watch. I mean, look at our... Like, this is the thing that's... We started off really shit with the gegenpress. I think the Chelsea game was either the last or one of the last games we did. We then switched to the control possession, went on an amazing run. Then it all went to shit. I'm just hoping this year is the start of another good run. Do you know what? Let's see if it is in the next episode. We'll come back 1st of January for Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup against Middlesbrough. I will play the game against Fulham in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, see if we've got a semi-final to look to. Then I'll play Bournemouth, who are 12th, Newcastle, who are 3rd, and Brentford, who are 8th. That's a nice mix of bottom half of the league, mid-table, and top half. If we can get through that, if we can get forms out of 4, then I'm not going to say panic over, but it might just give me enough faith to not have to do major signings in, say, goalkeeping position in January. And it might let us strengthen other areas where I feel maybe we do need more depth. We have bodies in centre half, but I'm not even convinced now that we have the right quality. For example, Badger's out of contract in the summer. We could keep him on if he wants to stay, potentially, as a fringe player, if he's okay with that. But we definitely need someone else. But yeah, that is tomorrow's episode problems. We'll come back then for January. We'll see how our form is. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments. Do I change goalkeeper at the end of the season? Let me know. See you soon.